Previously on CSI Mwangi Expanse.
Hey, Mac.
Jack.
Did you pay the admission?
No, I thought you did.
No, I didn't pay. We don't need to pay. We're on a case.
Yeah, we can just flash our badges. Hey, what do you think? I made you one.
Oh, wow, they're huge.
Yeah, I made them out of pure lead.
They're heavy and they're big.
Yeah, just like this case.
Yeah, that's going to keep us, sprightly on our feet.
Yeah.
With really heavy badges
you.
hanging from our chest.
Excuse me, can I see your badges, please? No, shit. Not badges, your tickets.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Where's your badge?
We're still going.
My name's Badgeman Jones. I get all the tickets around here.
Well, where's your badge?
I don't have a badge.
Well, then we don't need to show you our badges or tickets. Here's our badge. You can see it. They're
Wow,
massive.
that's huge.
Yeah, it weighs us down.
It's kind of hanging off my neck
That
here.
looks really awkward to carry.
Yeah.
It's going to be really bad on my posture.
Do you know what is
I don't
awkward?
care.
What?
Monkey killers.
Oh, that is awkward.
Can you tell us the way to Fletcher Flegerson?
Flora Fletcher Flegerson.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Flora Fletcher Flegerson is the daughter of Fletcher Flegerson. Fletcher Flegerson has a tent over by the Schmiegenson.
All right.
Where's the Schmiegensman?
The Schmiegenson is over by Johnny Flegerson's.
Point us in the direction. I don't know where I am. This is the first day I've ever been in this kind of a... grab me by the chest.
Jack,
oh, my God.
Jack.
I'm sorry. This
relax.
monkey killer's got me riled up.
I know. All right, let's go to the Schmiegenson.
Point.
It's over there.
Thank you.
Right. Hello, welcome to the Schmiegenson.
Schmiegenson.
Yes, my name is Schmiegenson, son of Schmiegenson.
You see this arrowhead?
Yes.
Apparently you make these arrowheads.
No, Fletcher Flegerson next door to the Schmiegenson makes these.
Oh, for God's
I
sake.
make Schmiegensons.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I won't get food again.
It's just one episode.
It's a great episode. Just don't even get to where they want to go.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
That is a big thing, man. We can bring that down.
I do know a way in.
Everyone's gonna die!
Calm down.
If we can destroy the bridge, we can collapse the Worldbreaker.
My name is Bubba.
Get out of my head.
Felder looks at Schneider, just gives a little nod.
She nods one back.
And then Birthcast fly.
Judy, no!
A blast of steam blasting her off the side of the leg. You can see a roiling lake of ooze. Judy rolls a reflex save.
The adventure continues now.
We're recording.
Is it a turnip or is it a turnip?
What's Loki's main strength in
Wait,
Top
no,
Trump?
hold on. We have to
you gotta
do
give us a bit of
the. We have to do the
What do we have to
jingle.
do? What's the jingle?
Da, 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 da. What's inside of drum?
What's inside me? Why, this packet of top trumps. They're Marvel Cinematic Universe ones.
Jesus Christ. You're right, Dangerlings.
I love them.
It's show and tell with Drummond, and yes, he has brought top trumps, and yes, we are going to play a little bit of it. I
I'm
don't
just
know
gonna-
what. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast, where we now play top trumps.
We're not playing top trumps.
Right.
I'm just
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
asking.
quizzes.
Wait, why aren't we playing top
We've got Loki here.
Okay.
What do you think his strength is?
16.
You reckon 16?
What's it out of?
Well, no.
All
It's
right.
gotta
be out of 100, surely.
Wait.
50
Wait. Let's backtrack a bit because I don't
Okay.
think a lot of people are going to know what top trumps are.
What? the
American
holy
listeners?
shit.
They don't think we're doing it.
America.
Did it
They
really?
literally had a
Yeah.
top trump. It was 4 years. It
Okay,
was
well,
awful.
maybe not everyone knows what it is. Let's
So
just explain
Top
what
Trumps
it is, all right?
is a
It's a
card game based on stats, and so each card has a.
How can you make it
famous
Top
character.
Trumps boring? How are you making this boring? It's the most simple and exciting game.
They've got like different categories,
Strength.
wits.
So every card has a
agility,
different
whatever.
stat. And if
Cars would
yeah.
be top
Yeah,
speed.
and some of them are the top trumps, And in this deck, for instance, you might expect maybe Thanos, Captain America, and Iron Man will all be top trumps. They'll be some of the strongest cards, right?
I
in
think
the cinematic universe.
I think Loki's strength is his greatest weakness. I think it's his pride.
I'm gonna go
Isn't that
down
every
actually. 52. 52.
Someone's going 52.
Well, what's it? Well, I mean, we.
The whole point
Without
is that
playing
you
it,
don't
we
know.
don't know.
You don't know what it's out of. You see, that's the thing.
I'm gonna go and get my hip hop ones from the.
Well, yeah, you should.
For the next episode.
I got you. Then, kid.
Yeah, good.
Anyway,
I've got some
wait,
original
52.
1980s.
Can you tell us what is?
should I tell you what?
I'm gonna say. Wait. I'm gonna say pride.
You're going to say pride.
Pride is his greatest
That's what you
weakness.
want.
I'm gonna say power.
Right.
No strength.
I mean, no one's going to win because it's a number, but
You didn't tell us that, Drum. We're not mind readers. We're not actual Loki.
So if you were playing top trumps, what happens is I have a card and like someone else has a card,
Yeah.
and you pick a stat. If it's my go, I would pick a stat and I would say da 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 da, and I would say a number, and the other person would go, I've got a number, and whoever has the highest number then wins their card. And the idea is to get the other player's cards,
all of the cards.
and then you
can
are
play
the
in
top
groups.
trump,
Yeah.
which is also a nickname for a fart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
How? What's his strength?
That's Mead's
Tell
trump.
us the number.
So his strength
72.
is
72.
24.
Oh, it's a close
24.
So 16.
Yeah.
How did that
What
manage?
do you think his wits are, though?
Oh, like 83.
Oh, it's really
I was going to
high.
say
Yeah, it's gonna be
83.
high, yeah.
83.
40.
What?
But it might be out of 40.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
might be. Yeah. This is
You
the
see,
thing
we
about
just
top
don't
trumps
know,
as well.
do we?
Fucking scale is out of 40. That is bullshit.
Yeah,
Top trumps back in my day.
That's how they make it.
Back in my
No,
day.
but top
Marvel-
trumps back in my day, it was always out of 100.
The Marvel
Every
Cinematic
time.
Universe. So they've got Loki as the top scoring for wits, but he gets outwitted by Black Widow in the first film.
Well, her
There
wits
you
are
go.
probably higher.
He
you
does
said it only
comment
goes
on
up to
it.
40.
He does
look,
comment on
look,
it, doesn't he?
check it out.
He does say
Shuri.
there's not many people that can see.
Shuri, wits, 40. I think 40 is the top for wit.
Is there a different
I
stat
reckon
for
there's a
wits and
41.
intelligence?
I reckon
'Cause
someone-
I'd say Shuri is way more intelligent than she was witty.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It's true, but there isn't. I don't think there's.
What
I'll tell
are
you
the stats? What are the stats?
are strength, wits, technology, willpower, agility, and top trumps rating, which I think is a cop out. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's lame.
I don't
Trumps
like the
rating.
top trumps rating.
That was up to you to decide with your friends. That was the whole
Yeah,
point.
exactly,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Let me have one.
You want to look at?
Give me
some-
the entire pack. And
Maybe
what I'm
we
gonna
should
do
make a
is
top trumps of all the dangerlings.
I'm going to assign throughout the episode
joking, I
very
would never
quietly.
do
I'm
that.
going to
Better be a
assign,
royal we there.
I'm going to assign top trumps to each of you based on who I think you are as a person.
Okay, brilliant. Here
No,
you go. There's
it-
the rest of the things.
I'll just put one of those.
No, I think he said throughout the
Throughout the
episode.
episode, it's very
Yeah,
discreet.
we throughout the game.
No,
yeah.
sorry.
Oh, we've still got 6 minutes left.
Well, that was what was inside.
Well, I mean, that's not the
there's-
only thing.
There is 2 more things in front of.
No, but that's next week and the
That's
week
next
after.
week.
No,
What's
that's
wrong with you?
You can
That's
still go on
inside
explaining the game
jobs.
of top trumps if you want.
Us lot, just like.
Well, actually, do you know what? On that,
had
because
lunch, we got a bit
certainly
crazy.
from my childhood, I loved top trumps.
Yeah.
and two of my favourites were the Marvel supervillains and superheroes.
Yeah.
of which I have the supervillains. I don't have the superheroes.
I think I had a Marvel. It was definitely Marvel because I had Mephisto or is it
Mephisto.
It had
Hello, I'm Mephisto.
I
always
don't
like
know, the one that's like the devil, and he was super
Mephisto.
hardcore.
And do you know what? Actually, there was another one because I looked into this recently. And
Yeah.
there was, do you remember the top trumps and the fantasy deck?
Yes,
And things
With
like that. With the dragon
fantasy
and the
deck.
demon and
the demon.
and
The
the
demon was
wizard
like
and-
100 on everything.
Yeah, he was like 100
Yeah.
everything. And then they dropped him. You can't. He's a very rare card. You can't-
Really?
Yeah, they
God,
dropped
I
him.
used to have that.
I
I
never
wish I
had
still
any of
had
those
it.
sets.
And aliens as well.
I
You
always
used to have
had
all the
like
different planets, the aliens.
cars.
I had always like cars, tanks, sharks, things like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had dinosaurs, fantasy,
Yeah, I had dinosaurs.
aliens, and something else. Like
Yeah.
mine were all like whoa, weird, like monster stuff. Like, but I bought, not me, sorry. Father Christmas gave to Willow about 4 packs of
Good save.
top trumps. Yeah, thanks very much. Jeff.
He loves top trumps, doesn't he?
I really. The thing is,
Almost like
yes,
it's got a sort of
I
childhood-
do.
childhood nostalgia about
and then I ended up with a couple more packs somehow. I was like, here, put these in my stocking.
Well, you
and
said that's Father Christmas.
Yeah, to Father Christmas.
Yeah,
yeah,
we're having a beer downstairs.
Oh yeah, we're having a beer. We're having a chat. I was like, here, put these in mine so it doesn't look like I bought them for myself. Go on.
So it's quite interesting because with the rapper top trumps in there and
Yeah.
the Marvel top trumps that we've got in here, we've got 2 packs.
Oh,
Are they
nice.
compatible? Could you play Could you play Dr. Grey versus Black Panther?
No, unfortunately, it seems unlikely.
Although the two Marvel ones were, so what people used to do is get the heroes and the villains and stick them together.
Yeah.
So you would end up with a super double deck, which was pretty effective.
That was definitely
pretty
cool.
effective. Yeah. Galactus was the top trump of the villains.
Galactus was hardcore.
He was hardcore. He could be beaten by Goliath on height.
Scott
and also Doctor Doom, who's my favourite, he could beat Galactus on
Doctor
weapons.
Doom was wicked, wasn't he?
Apart from that, he couldn't beat Galactus.
God, it was a good time being a kid, wasn't it?
Yeah, man.
Why did they even invent PlayStation when we had so many amazing things?
Exactly.
Like, this is the equivalent of when like our parents would be like, "Yep, used to just chase a hoop down the street."
We used to just read out stats from a card.
Completely made up.
Go out and throw a rock at. I don't know why all of our parents.
I just used to sit in bed flicking flies with a tea towel. That's all I used to do, and now I've stayed
I became state champion of fly flicking. You best believe.
Never did any harm to me.
Flies, on the other hand.
There's someone in a southern state of America going, "Oh my God, fuck you."
My mum legitimately, as a game when she was a kid, used to sweep the streets. She used to take a broom and go out down the street, sweeping the streets and like following the road sweeper around. But she is from Hull, so you know,
city of culture.
You do see quite a lot of nostalgia posts on Facebook and such, where people are like, "Oh, you know, these days."
That's because we're old, James.
No, but people literally harking back to like the good old days where look at these kids playing in the dirt on the street, and then someone actually fact checked it in the comments. It was like, well, actually, this is a series of photographs taken by a very famous photographer in the '60s to highlight the terrible conditions in the East End of London. Not for you to be like, "Oh, look, it's so nostalgic. These kids are making a cart out of rubbish."
That's like
because they were poverty stricken.
That's like when the cost of living crisis was like going. It still is really. But like,
has it stopped for you?
Yeah, it hasn't. No, I'm not like really bougie around
I'm
here.
struggling.
Like, but you know what I mean? Like people were saying, well, I grew up with ice on my windows and it never did me any harm. I mean, my brother and sister both passed away because of the colds, but it never did me any harm.
I still have rheumatism.
Yeah.
But it's always been a character building thing.
Everyone down the street had rickets.
I think.
Hold on. What?
Oh, are these all the
Scott's
cards?
done something.
Scott's handing the cards out.
What have we done?
What
are we doing?
These are the MCU characters in Top Trumps based on who I think you are as people.
Why have we got three? I've got three.
I got four.
Yeah. You got. I mean, there's loads in the pack, guys. I've got
Okay,
some
cool.
as well.
I haven't looked at them. Everyone's looking at this.
I'm absolutely happy with my choices. Scott has analysed all of us and given us. Giving us all of it. Drum's got like 50.
I should have made this
Because I'm very
social media.
complex. Very complex. I'm like an onion. I'm many layered.
I've got
Six
five.
character
I've got
layered.
5. I'm
All
just
right.
happy with my cat.
Listen,
I got 6.
we are at 10 minutes, so should we save this for a social media post? And you can find out who the Danger Club are later, or do you want to do it now?
So we might as well just do it now. It's only take 8 seconds.
Fair enough.
All right,
Which way are we going?
What's your vision for this, Scott? What's the
let's
bit?
not.
What are we doing
Just
here?
pure intuition. I did it on knee-jerk reflexes. Nothing
Okay.
else. Didn't think very hard. It only took 2 minutes.
James, what characters are you?
Well, I have 3 cards. A simple
Just say the
simple
name.
character.
Simple man.
So first of all is Ultron, famous of course for his few
Didn't
hours.
ask for your life story.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting it.
Say the fucking character's name.
And then Black Widow, which is an interesting choice. Interesting
Sexy.
Black Widow, and Red Skull.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
Red Skull.
I mean,
Secret
you know,
Nazi.
bit of cross-dressing and leather.
Red Skull's the oldest.
a shady, ugly, short-lived cross-dresser.
Now hang on. He looks good in black leather.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He does.
Lived canonically the longest.
Yeah.
Looks like a red wrinkly ball sack.
Didn't say that.
No, he doesn't
Could've
look
been
like
based
a
on
raving
personality.
ball sack. But if I did, then I would cleanse my face
With bull
some
wire.
individually wrapped ball wipes. Yeah.
Hey.
Black
Get
Widow.
that red off. Ooh, which part
I mean,
is good?
he's got a mean head scissors. I won't disparage that.
Looks good in black leather.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Ultron's probably the most disappointing of that. Well, although, because I know you guys have all told me it's supposed to be the age of Ultron, all this kind of stuff, and the film was like
the day
a
of
couple of
Ultron,
hours of
yeah.
Ultron. Like it was just, wasn't really very. I did like him as a character.
Ross, what have you got?
Groot.
Nice.
Baby
Yeah,
Groot.
fair.
Yeah, Baby
100%.
Groot. Captain America.
Nice.
That was a tough
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
It was either you or Dan.
Valkyrie.
Because
Like-
you're drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Falcon.
Yeah.
Also, sort of Captain America. Yeah.
Ant-Man.
Tiny penis.
That's right.
and Star-Lord. Yeah, I agree with that.
Star-Lord at the end, kind of bringing it back.
Wow.
It's kind of interesting.
Thanks, Scott.
I go with that. I'm happy with those.
Nice.
Cole, what's in your set?
I haven't looked at these,
Hasn't looked
so I'm
at-
going to flip them
Okay,
over as I go. I haven't even seen it.
Great.
It is Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
I think it's a bit of a personal reference here from me because
Colin fucking loves Hawkeye.
it's not necessarily I like the show,
Colin
but I think
fucking loves Hawkeye.
I think every time Scott goes, oh, has anyone got any recommendations for like shows? I'm like, Hawkeye. Because when it was on, Scott refused to watch it. So there we go, Hawkeye. I'm happy with that. And big up Jeremy Renner. I hope you're okay.
Hope you're okay.
Yeah.
Hope you're okay,
Hope you're
man.
okay,
Yeah,
mate.
lots
Big
of love.
thoughts out.
My next one is Rocket Raccoon. Yeah, man, I'll take that. That's good. Yeah. It is Shuri. Yeah, because I'm technological and,
Yep.
and,
Tech,
like,
tech,
and I'm
tech.
cool.
Yeah.
You know. Well, I'm just going to say that for myself. And Hendel. Yeah, man. I'm Idris Elba.
Nice.
Heimdall.
That's a good one.
Heimdall.
Heimdall. Sorry, yeah, Hendel. I just
Sorry?
All right.
Heimdall. I'm so sorry. You can say it both ways, actually.
So I've got.
Heimdall.
It's like
Hold on.
Nando's.
Hold on.
I've got.
Right, come on.
I've got Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Powerful, thanks. Thor, also powerful, flawed, and looks like me in at least one of the films.
Many ways.
Agent Carter, I assume because I love Agent Carter
Fucking
so
love
much.
Agent Carter.
I love her, and specifically the program. Agent Carter, I think is the best thing that's happened.
You know the tissue.
Whiplash,
Mickey Rourke.
nice. Mickey Rourke, also because drunk Russian,
Yep.
big
Mickey
guy.
Rourke.
Got it.
That's cool. That's
Drax because stupid smashy big guy.
Never said
Hulk
stupid.
because stupid smashy big guy.
Hulk's an obvious one.
Yeah, Hulk. I guess it kind of is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good-
that
good
works
choices.
for me.
Yeah.
I really enjoy those. Thank you very much.
Dan?
That I have got Nick Fury because
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think I have all of the answers, but ultimately I might just get you killed. I have the Winter Soldier because I whinge.
Because you fucking love Bucky.
fucking love Bucky.
Yeah,
love
you
Bucky.
do.
Greatest. Love Bucky. I have Black Panther.
Nice.
Good. Big fan of the movie.
Yeah.
Kind of kingly. I have Gamora because I really fancy Ross.
I was going with Gamora more because you both try and keep the boys in line.
Nice. Yeah, I've got that. And I've got Doctor Strange because I've seen over 1 million different variations of how this game is going to go. And will this be the one where you survive? Let's find out.
Wait.
really
Just do one more thing.
What?
Okay.
Can we all choose one of our cards and give them to Scott that we think the character that he's most like out of the selection that he gave us?
I'm really sorry. I already picked.
Oh shit! He's already picked his own. Damn it!
Okay.
I gave myself Yondu,
Oh really?
Loki,
Yeah.
Nebula, because I fancy Nebula. Thanos. That was a tough one. I think I'm going to go into a lot of people around this table, but I gave it to me. Eric Killmonger and Iron Man. There's a lot. I only realised
There's quite a high opinion of guys. So
I think that makes you the top
high opinion of myself. I gave myself the most villains, James.
You did.
Thank
You
you
did.
very much. In fact, they're all villains, barring
My-
Iron Man, who is actually canonically a villain for one of the Avengers films.
Yes. I like the only one that I would immediately have picked out for you was Rocket Raccoon.
For me.
Yeah, for you. Yeah.
Interesting.
But anyway.
This is a fun
All right.
social experiment to do with your
It
friends,
is.
guys.
yeah.
All right, anyway,
Why don't
sorry,
you buy
Dan.
yourself
Sorry, we
back
got
to
to roll.
If
We got
had
to roll.
time-
I'm sorry, Dan.
If we had
Sorry.
time,
Yeah.
it would be doing it in reverse and then having the cards picked for you, which would be quite
yeah,
to
that'd
see
be
what you
interesting.
picked for yourself
Yeah.
and what you picked
Yeah.
for someone else.
Yeah, we should do that.
That'd be quite cool.
Sorry, Dan. Sorry, Dan.
It was such a good
Such a good segue.
segue.
It was, but
I'm
if there's
sorry,
one thing we
Dan.
like to do, it's to stamp on a link.
Do it again. We'll all cheer.
I
ourselves
can't
Ganon.
remember what it is. Let's have an adventure.
Nice one.
Right. So, when last we left our heroes, you were plunging to your death.
Oh shit.
God.
Well, we don't know that yet.
Forgot to check
Well,
my spells though.
Possibly plunging.
I mean, I'd just like to stipulate that most of you are plunging to your death. just playing it out, you know.
Yes.
Can I cast fly on myself?
The
Yes, Dan said yes. I'm
beautiful
you could-
moment. I love the beautiful moment when you're prepping
Maybe
your
cast
spells, and
fly on-
we're like, can anyone cast fly? And James is like James Velda always has fly ready.
Well, I do. Well, Jenny, because it's a really useful spell. It's one of those ones because quite often you're like, but fly.
I think fly is probably one of the most important wizard spells because it's the point at which combats become optional. which is the thing they never have any choice over for so long.
I imagine him sort of tapping his chest in sort of like a Star Trek communicator style, and be like, no, just sort of floating quietly up in the air, like, nah,
thanks, but no thanks.
I'm good.
So you are flying. Velda is flying. Shania is flying. However, Caragor, Bubba, Fulton, Philippe, and Jam Jam are all in Judy's meat pockets as Judy's climbing up, and a blast of steam has just erupted from the side of the Worldbreaker, knocking Judy flying backwards. And she's going to have to try to grab a hold. You have to make a reflex save to try and grab a hold.
I promise you I didn't see those on the way down!
And looking over the side of the bridge, you see the whole thing is over an enormous lake of black ooze that seems to be writhing and moving under its own control. So Judy, free falling backwards off the side of the Worldbreaker towards a giant pit.
She's free.
Thanks for picking up on the reference there.
Went ahead and rolled a reflex save for her last game to see if she could grab a hold of the side of it.
Grow a hole?
Grow a grabber.
She's got plenty of holes already, John.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. Now remember, when she climbed it, she rolled a natural 20, so used up a lot of the luck there. But you should never, ever bet against old Bad Moon. Second natural 20 in a row. Judy grabs a hold of the metal strut and hangs there by one hand as you're all just kind of swung out over the side of the bridge. Judy's got steamy. Judy finally grips back a hold of it. Don't worry, I've got you, little ones.
Is this Judy or is this Jam Jam? Because you sound kind of the same.
It's hard to tell. That's why Judy talks about herself in third person.
That's useful.
Jam Jam?
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
That's me. I have a strong sense of self.
Anyway, we're tackling over the
Not the time, Fulton. Not the fucking time. Come on.
Let's go.
Up we go. Judy starts climbing upwards.
Oh, so we were all.
Hand.
I thought we came out of her pouches.
No, you
No,
were
we're
in
still
the
in the
pouches.
pouches,
when
Oh,
she
I
fell,
see.
so
Okay, cool. Well, that's useful.
Y'all don't have to make the save. It was that one roll. And I even took the die away after I rolled it, so nobody could look at it after lunch. Judy climbs up, and you get kind of what is like the immediate reaction from Shania and Velda as you see Judy go off the side of the thing for a moment.
Shania was going to fly down and try and catch her. Not catch her. That wouldn't happen. But do something.
Okay.
Yes. Catch Caragor,
sort of like, you know, that kind of like
maybe.
Fulton and Bubba die.
I guess it's like when
probably that.
when you see somebody sort of knock something quite valuable off a table, and you've got that moment of frozen, sort of like, halfway to catching it and halfway not, with a sort of horrified expression on your face. Kind of that in mid-flight. But then she grabs hold of the thing and it's like,
Like that gif on Twitter of the toddler that falls over and the mum grabs the glass of wine and lets the toddler fall on the ground. Velda swoops down and just grabs the belt of the five kings as they go forward.
I know what this does. No.
Okay.
And then breathes a big sigh of
fortunately,
relief.
Judy manages to grab a hold and pulls herself back up, and you manage to clamber up. So at this point, you're about 50 feet up. You're about halfway up the Worldbreaker as the Worldbreaker fires another shot into the magical shield, which shudders and barely holds around the palace. And as Judy gets to the side of it, you see a hatch open on the side that's just swinging loose in the breeze. It's like a crawl space. It's kind of like a ventilation hatch in the side of this great machine.
God, they didn't even plug up the hole since you've been gone.
No, so I remarked on that last time, Fulton. They're little evil, lazy psychopaths.
Yeah.
Much different to us.
I'll go first.
Off you go.
I still think it's extraordinary they managed to keep the thing running. It's just a small crew. It's incredible.
Fulton crawls into the hole, and you just see his little legs kicking behind him as he squeezes in.
Be quiet when you go in there.
Thanks, Judy.
which is the moment at which all of you discover whether or not Fulton wears underwear. Under his hat.
We knew that already.
We knew that. We knew that all too well.
And with a little wriggle, with a squeak of metal on metal, and with a whiff of bacon, he's gone. Disappears into the tunnel. Fulton, you kind of crawl down this John McClane style, crawl down this little metal tunnel until you emerge. You find yourself at a metal door with a lever on it.
Oh wait, how many people can fit in this? Like sort of like as in a row?
You reckon you could get about 3 people in?
Okay.
So who's going next?
I'll just wait for the rest.
Bubba will come up.
Bubba?
Yeah.
All right, you are right behind Fulton. You come crawling up to Fulton's backside and funny stuff.
Sorry.
Coming to next. Have a few laughs. Just crawling through behind Fulton's ass.
And who's behind Bubs?
I mean, it has to be someone from the pocket.
I think someone from the pockets, yes.
Because we need to let Judy...
We need to let Judy go.
Yeah, it's Caragor, isn't it?
Caragor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we need your fly spell to get us out of here, so she's going to have to climb down by herself.
Oh, well.
She'll be fine.
Sorry, Judy. We need to let you
Sorry,
go.
Judy.
Live the clench.
I can still cast it.
No, save the slots,
Sorry,
dude. We're going to
can I,
need the slots. Caragor goes next.
And then...
As Caragor
Philippe,
comes in...
And then...
Well, hang on, because that's 3 people.
That's 3 people.
right.
Ross has got down.
The vent is now full, so...
I'll just move up then.
You pull the lever?
There's nothing, like, I can't see beyond...
No, it's a metal door with a lever.
Yeah, I'll just open it.
Wait. From what I can remember, when I came through the other side last time, it was like a staircase.
It should be a stairwell on the other side, yeah.
Cool. Fulton, wait, listen, see if you can hear anything on the other side.
Is that my ass talking?
Yes, I am your assy conscience. All right, and long have I been wanted for a long time. All right, just put your ear to it, see if you can hear it.
I listen out and do a perception check.
You follow the instructions of your ass, and you have a look. Give me a perception check to listen.
That is a natural 20, 36.
Good.
You can hear the sound of just whirring gears and machinery around. You don't hear the sound. You're pretty sure there's nobody standing on the other side of the door.
Okay, ass. I'm pretty sure there's no one standing on the other side.
We're like a centipede, aren't we?
Not now.
You hear from outside, fly lasts for 5 minutes!
I open the latch and...
The last of you go through and Belder just goes to following us.
Exactly. 5 minutes isn't not a very long time. You know.
Yeah, it's quite a long time, I guess.
No, it's not a very long time. Not when you've flown up a leg.
Oh, true.
Yeah, I open the latch and...
Pull the lever, the door unlocks and creaks open, and it opens out onto a metal staircase that goes both up and down, and you're able to kind of crawl out onto this grated landing, and the others follow in. Philippe clambers out of the pockets, takes Jam, puts him on his shoulder, and crawls out, puts him in his mouth. Let's be honest, it's Philippe. Follows on behind, allowing making space for the 2 flyers to park their way in.
Fulton, you got a bit of a spot on your ass. You might want to check that out after we've done all this, mate.
No, that is his ass.
Maybe when I got sunburn.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
No, I am his ass, and I need you lot to be quiet.
Actually,
we going up or down?
How did you get sunburned? We spent most of the time underground.
No, when we were at the thing, when we were at
But we literally spent like a week underground.
we went to the spa.
We went to this ages ago. This was
That was ages ago.
Yeah, but
we literally just
sunburn lasts for years.
No, it doesn't last for years.
Tweedledum, Tweedledee, and Tweedlespa, shut the fuck up.
Are we going up or down?
Come back to Fulton underneath the day hole, just holding his ass in the one beam of light.
We've literally been in the one place where
Toasty.
couldn't possibly. It's the sunburn hall.
Kind of flew. So who's the last? So who's the last one to go in?
Shania.
Okay, Shania, you fly in. It's a good thing there's no fly skill anymore, isn't there? Or I'd have to a space game style, make a fly to kind of fly through the. What's the game where you always have to dock manually? You played it loads. The Elite. That's it.
Yeah.
You have to. It's like, you've done your mission. Now land the fucking spaceship. You're like, okay, better reverse, smash into the thing, and you die. So fucking annoying.
Yeah,
that game. So you. Velda, you fly in. Shania, you fly in afterwards and turn back. Judy's still just hanging on, with the wind blowing her strands of hair, straggly hair.
Get somewhere safe,
Yes,
Judy.
Judy, thank you so much for all of your help. We cannot thank you enough. Get yourself to safety, and hopefully we will see you again soon.
Judy, I'll see you on the other side.
See you at the ballet.
We'll always have the ballet. Judy.
She just falls into the thing.
A moment later, Judy is gone.
I didn't like the way you dropped your arm there, Dan. Resist just gives up and just lets go. Goodbye.
We hear a crunch as the leg goes down.
Yeah.
But no, she's a flesh warp. How quickly can she flesh warp?
She can't change shit. No, her flesh has been warped. She doesn't warp her own flesh.
So, imagine if all this time she could have just flown us up to the fucking. Imagine
on big,
imagine the rock,
fleshy wings.
The fucking eagles again, isn't it?
And you are now all, apart from each other, alone inside the contraption. Shania, you're the last one to come crawling through the hatch, and you join everyone in this now quite cramped stairwell.
Can I go?
I'm still inspiring.
I was just going to say, where do we go? Up or down?
It's a great question, Ross. Karagor has seen the most of the inside of this thing, but he was only taken to one specific place. I'm assuming, and likely Karagor would as well, that because the head is up top, that is where the cockpit is, and the engine is somewhere around the midriff or something like that.
Up top is certainly where all of all of your captors came from. It seems like that was where they spent most of their time. So you're guessing that's where it's controlled from. The engine room is in the middle, which is kind of where you were. You know that's down the stairs because that's where you came from last time.
So I am not 100% sure because I haven't seen everything, but I believe that they'll be up top where the head. I believe that'll be where the cockpit is. We could go to the engine room and try and stop it moving, but I don't think it moving is the problem. I think moving is the problem is it's shooting, and that I imagine comes from the head. And if it's not in the head, then at least we can kill a few of them bastards if they're up there.
Hey, let's do it.
Yeah, good.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Fascinating, isn't it? Hey.
Yeah, do you know, I did have time to think about it, and it is fucking horrific phenomenon. That is a horrible
is this?
question.
Can we keep it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, we're not keeping a Worldbreaker, Velda.
But we could make it the world
Fixer?
maker
With a cannon on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's fix it just the way we like it.
The danger
Right
breaker. The danger breaker.
Oh, that's
everyone,
quite good. That's quite. I like that.
Yeah.
Am I with the evil guys or am I with the Danger Club? Which one is
Well, that's the eternal question, isn't it?
Put the megalomania down. Just come, follow me upstairs. Be bloody quiet.
Megalomania.
Freedom missiles.
What's a megalomania?
I don't know.
I think that's what he wants to call our robot.
Megalomania.
He's listening.
Start making your way upstairs. All right. You know what's coming.
Can we go quietly?
Yeah, we'll find out if you can go quietly. Let's get some stealth checks, Danger
Right,
Club.
now, technically, I should be fairly good at this.
Drum, haven't you got stealth
no.
for all or whatever it is?
Oh yeah, stuff synergy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all going to use my one, guys.
I got 17.
I didn't do great. It's 21.
24.
24.
20.
20.
18.
18. So the lowest one is 17. Okay.
It's not that bad.
You start creeping up the stairs.
It is a noisy thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cover going on it.
Listen to this sound effect. See, it's
Wow.
noisy, man.
That's really
Oh
good,
yeah,
Colin.
I quite like this clinky clanky, steamy, puffy.
I'd love it if it wasn't. I love it if Colin just forgot about it and then the last minute edited him going bang, bang, clang, bang, bang, bang,
Yeah.
Actually,
Please do that.
what we could do, we could all make a sound that this
We could
makes
do a
all
dong.
together. And then Colin could use us and this part of the
Let's do it
episode
really
as
quickly.
a background.
Like stomp.
Yeah.
all right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Dong. 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 Dong.
It's like turning into like a Flight of the Conchords sketch.
So, now, Colin, you can then take that and just put it behind the entire episode.
That's going to sound
We've
awful.
done your work for you,
There
mate.
you go, mate.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I've already. If you listen to the previous episodes, there's already a really sick like sound effect.
Not as good as that, though.
Not as good as that. Ching.
Dong.
So Fulton is making all of these noises as you climb up,
Yeah, right.
singing along to the sound of the machine.
It's all got a bit Richard Scarry, isn't it?
After about 3 or 4 minutes of climbing, you get to you kind of come up to a landing, and you can see that there is a doorway ahead that is open. The room beyond looks dark. It's up about 10 more feet of stairs, and then there's this open doorway. You can see it's dark within.
What do we do? Should we go? I'll go first.
Alright, let's have a look.
I brandish my axe.
No, don't do that.
Why?
Send Jin in to have a little look first.
I could. Well, yes. I can do.
Jin or Jan Jan? Sipping on gin and Jan Jan.
Jin and Jan.
I mean, yes, I could have. Jin could have a look. Right, so I'd like to use my ability to sense, and then send Jin into
Transfer your feelings into Jin.
Which share senses.
Share
really.
senses, yeah.
Sunk.
You can suddenly feel just like you can feel the cold of the metal under your pores. You can just smell the oil in the air. You send Jin up the stairs.
A very little look. There's a room with a door open. You say it's
Open
dark.
door, yeah.
So he has a very ginger little look. I'd like to make a stealth check.
Make a stealth check for Jin.
For him. That's 25.
25. Okay, Jin creeps up the stairs and just peers in. The interior of this room appears to be some kind of a large control room. There is a big platform at one side. Beyond it, you can see what looks to be panes of glass with metal bars across them, and you can see the open sky with some light coming in. However, all of the actual artificial lights in this room have turned off, so it's dim light in here. Looking around, you can make out that there are 4 figures in this room. They appear to be stood at consoles, and in the middle of them, sat in a chair, there is a small, furry-looking creature sat looking out across the window.
So I'm just, as Jin's looking at this, I'm like relaying it sort of to the group, sort of like a running commentary sort of thing. And now, would the description of these characters match the descriptions that Carol gave us?
One of them does. One of them looks like a bear. The others...
it seems like...
one of them might be the skeleton.
So it might be the skeleton might be nice or not, but definitely the little furry teddy bear apparently that just wants to tear your face off is in the chair.
Right, do we go in and kill him?
It's a control room, it looks like.
It's a control room, yes. There's a platform and large windows with bars over, and it's raised and blah, 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 consoles. I described it before.
Great. Then we make a sneak attack, a surprise attack on them all.
Alright, I'm bringing Jin back. Yeah. Alright, Jin, you go back.
I'll go first.
Wait, no, you won't.
Oh, no, he's back now.
Thank you. Hey, Velda, Shania, Bubba, if any of you had any room-filling, big, explosive, magical spells that you've always wanted to use,
yes,
now's the fucking time.
Yes. Well, it's funny you should say that, because one I don't often get a chance to use is Fireball.
Perfect.
Because it's got a 20-foot burst. And often everyone runs into combat so quick. You've no idea how quickly you guys run into combat. And I always go last in the initiative. And then I can't use it. Oh, no, you can go, because by the time you get here, I'll have a chance to unleash every spell I've got.
Right.
Velda, how sure are you that Jin is sure that none of those people in there are an illusion?
Oh, he could see them and presumably smell sort of something on the air and...
as much as you can tell from his senses.
Yeah, as much as yes, it's certainly they look real enough from the senses.
Well, either way, if it's not them, we scorch the controls, and that's a win.
So what should I go for the little furry bear?
Try and get as many of them as possible.
In a 20-foot burst, how many could I get?
Probably 3 of them. But it depends how quick you are.
Right.
Ooh, there's 3.
So
No, there's 4. There's 4 at controls that we can't make out.
5 altogether.
Oh, okay. 5 altogether.
Plus the teddy bear in the middle.
So
thought it
we
was just
going
teddy bears.
up together.
You cast the fireball, and then we'll go.
All right. So go on, then, let's go upstairs.
All right.
Boop, 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 boop.
So,
Go upstairs.
one more thing to do. I would like the Danger Club, using stealth as the skill, to roll initiative.
Oh. Yeah, I get a bonus to that.
25 for Fulton.
Fuck. Why can't it ever be good?
26 for Baba.
21 for Velda.
32 for Caragor.
21.
What is sorry? What did Velda get?
21.
For Shania.
21.
Interesting.
Oh.
Stand by.
Actually, 23 because I'd still get my initiative bonus for this.
Okay.
And everyone gets a scout's warning +1 as Caragor goes. Gently does it, Danger Club.
And I'm still inspiring courage.
Jambly
That
does
doesn't
it.
affect this. But
Gently does it.
Oh yeah, of course it doesn't, does it? Yeah.
also, if you are inspiring courage,
Oh, it's noise, isn't it? No, I'm not doing that. Don't put me in a trick. Yeah, thank you, Dan. You're being
Don't worry.
nice.
Let's stealth it in.
It wouldn't be. It's Bobber. It'd be something like,
come
a little bit closer, baby. Stealthing in. Not
Because
a
you're
bird.
quite. Yeah, you're quite.
He's turning into what's that? I don't know. I can't remember that woman's name, but she was in Glow.
One of the Spice Girls.
Oh, Glow.
Yeah, she used to sing like that all the time.
I do know who you mean.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it'll come to us.
Because your friends are much fitter.
We
That
need-
girl, yeah, she's amazing actually.
We need one more thing.
Kate Nash.
Kanash, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Stuffy bloodstains.
Oh yeah. Is
Please roll for initiative using perception.
Roll shit.
All right. Just got to change sheets here, guys.
Fight Stuffy.
So I sent a message around to all of the Danger Club Dangerlings to say I feel like a fight with one of the evil characters would be quite good. Who's interested? And I got a mix of replies back until I got a reply from Drummond in all caps saying yes, please. And since then, everyone around this table has been a little nervous.
Oh yeah, I literally Stuffy horrified me as a player. I was just sitting there being like, God.
What am I using here?
Perception.
Perception.
It's your regular
Because
initiative.
my
roll.
biggest concern was just that he wouldn't be up for it, my guy. Literally, paced. So, yeah, literally this exciting battle. It would just be like
wizard power.
Where? Oh, yeah, there it is. It's a natural 1.
Oh!
So 12 altogether.
12.
Okay,
This big shit. Oh no!
You sound quite disappointed.
Well, I am. I want to kill everyone.
Oh, it's always going to come around to this, isn't it? All right. Stuffy bloodstain sat in your chair. You know they're going to come. They're going to come any time now. And when they come, you're going to be ready for them.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be ready. Oh yeah.
The first person to act while Stuffy sits there contemplating to himself is Caragor One Fang.
I can't wait. Oh boy.
What I would like to do is, how big is the room?
The room is pretty big. It is about the room really. The room is about 50 feet across.
Great. So basically, I can get sort of quietly in the door, sight up a target, and hunt prey on them before I'm anywhere near the radius of that fireball, can't I?
Yes, you should be able to do
Perfect. Then I just the arrowhead on my bow just points at Stuffy, but I'm like just aware of another angry red presence on my right shoulder who probably wants to go with that, and I just target one of the other guys instead because I reckon Fulton's going to have more of a fun time with Stuffy than I am.
It's even bigger. It's 95 feet wide.
Shit. So I get in. I use probably a full action then, full move action anyway, to get in as close as possible. Not as close as possible, but into the room as possible and away of fireball range as possible, and hunt and prey on the closest figure at the console to me. Can I make them out yet?
Yes, you can. As you creep up, so use an action to move up into the room, and looking around, kind of the closest figures to you. To your left, you can see there is a. To your left, you can see there is a skeleton. It looks like a dwarven skeleton. It is burning with a flame. The whole thing seems to be on fire as it's looking at one of the consoles. And to your right, you can see there is a skeleton wearing tattered purple robes with a battered crooked hat. And then directly in front of you, you can see a ragged-looking figure holding a scythe. Then in the middle of them is the bear sitting in its chair, fully unaware. And next to them, you can see a human-looking skeleton holding something in its hand, holding something wooden in its hand.
They're all operating controls, right?
Yes, they have all got sort of controls.
Why have they got weird undead versions of us?
What they're doing in their spare time.
Just making us.
There's a lot of spare time inside this thing. I want to find me. Which one's the closest to me?
The closest one is probably the burning dwarf.
I've beaten him before. I'll hunt prey on that one then.
Okay. You hunt prey on the dwarf.
Also, because I've got a small feeling that this one's going to be least affected by the fireball.
That's a good idea.
I think they're all going to be a bit unaffected by the fireball, apart from Stuffy.
You reckon?
Skeletons.
Are they resistant
to burn?
They're resistant to fire.
I don't know, but you would assume they would be, because
bones burn.
They do, but not very easily.
Bones can burn.
I see the logic, but I'm not sure if skeletons.
I don't think
has a stat blocker of resistance to fire, unless they've got some kind of thing on it.
Okay, so
the dwarf one is literally on fire.
Silently into the room, Carol. You move in, sight down the one that is on fire. Notch an arrow ready to make your move,
and hunt prey.
And you've got a hunt prey on that one, yeah.
And I would like to hold my action until that fireball lands, and as soon as that fireball lands, I will hit that dwarf with this arrow.
So just from an action economy point of view, you can't. You'd have to do one of that. It's 2 actions to repair an action. So if you want to, you can ready yourself to shoot an arrow as soon as the fireball lands, or you can hunt prey and then shoot an arrow in your next turn.
Okay. I'm hedging everything on the fireball, so I'm gonna just knock the arrow and wait for the fireball.
Okay, no problem. You hold. You get ready to go. At which point the figure in the battered robes looks over and sees all of you there.
What?
They were all in perception for their initiative. So basically, your stealth score will indicate how quickly, how silently you've all moved up. Their perception scores indicate in which order they notice you.
Right.
That's what they. Generally, you've done very well from this.
Damn you, Bony Velda.
Oh well. Good sneaking, guys. Good sneaking. That was
very good sneaking.
We did well for a while.
All right. Okay.
Sponsored by Top Drops.
That would be cool,
wouldn't it?
Would be cool.
Like, no.
Anyway,
we could cut like.
How about how does reflex save do for a stat for you?
No, that's boring. No, that's got no place in this game.
The figure, the bony figure wearing the purple robes, sees looks over its shoulder just as Caragor ducks behind a table and just sees the figures creeping up through the doorway, turns and walks with a purpose towards the doorway, crosses around some of the consoles until it's about halfway towards you, its hand starting to drip with black ichor, and it just brings both hands up side by side. I'm really nervous I'm going to get bitten by Kaplan.
Nice.
Raises the hands up above its head and then throws them outwards, and just sends out a stream of black shiny goo that just splatters across the floor right in front of the door. Caragor, you've just moved beyond this, so you're not caught in it. And that's his go. Bubba, you are next.
Yeah. Do I need to reflex?
No, you're not standing in it. None of you have entered the room yet. You're all standing. You're about to come into the room, but now there is about 10 feet of just of black goo on the floor. If you want to get through it.
Listen. I'll hold my go.
Bubba
yeah, because I'm a bit stuck there.
Okay, Bubba holds his go.
Because maybe someone else has got a better idea of what to do about the goo.
Next person up is Fulton Battlestone.
I'm gonna run into the room.
Run into the room. First thing of all, reflex save as you run through the goo, please.
Or you can just run through it and get a reflex.
18,
fail. Fulton runs straight in, slips on the slippery goo and falls prone. That's one action. You are flat on your back.
I'll use an action to get up.
Divinity.
I use an action to get up.
You pull yourself back up onto your feet. You've used 2 actions.
And then I use my last action to go however much further I can.
Okay.
How much... So the room's 90... feet across.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So I'm going to go however much movement.
So looking around at your targets on your right, you've got this guy in purple who was casting the spell.
I'll go for the teddy. But can I...
Going for the teddy, okay.
But can I go... Because Velda's up next, isn't he?
Velda is up next, yeah.
And he wants to do a fireball, right?
That seems to be his plan.
So... how far can I get towards the teddy bear, like in terms
20 feet? So
I'll be 20 feet away from him, yeah?
No, you will be 25 feet away from him.
Okay, how big is the radius, James? 20 feet.
20 feet.
I'll stay there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll stay there, yeah.
Okay, Fulton, you run in, you fall on your ass. You pick yourself up covered in slick, oily grease, and then
I wonder what he's going to do with that. I bet he's going to set me on fire.
Well, it's the old greased up dwarf. All right.
Greased up dwarf.
I didn't realise that you could just run across it. I thought it was something that was going to be sticky and get us there or whatever. So,
don't know until you jump in it.
I guess.
Fortunately, you've got Fulton to find that out for you.
Yeah.
So now you know what happens if you get in it.
Well, I'm going to jump back in then. I'll just do that.
Go for it. You want to run? You want to run through the goo?
I'll run through it. Reflex save.
Give me a reflex save.
I've got 30.
Got a 30. That's enough. You managed to keep your footing and you kind of bob and stagger through. So how many move actions are you using to move into the room?
Just one.
Just one?
Yeah, so then I will cast Pernicious Poltergeist at those 3 standing near together.
Pernicious Poltergeist. Tell us about
10...
Pernicious Poltergeist.
You create an echo of a powerful poltergeist, temporarily anchoring it to the area to terrorize and harm any opponents foolish enough to remain in the area. Because it's a manifestation, it's not truly present, but it can't be attacked or hurt. It remains invisible unless otherwise stated when you cast the spell. The first time you sustain it on subsequent rounds, the poltergeist creates your choice. So it'll either be a deathly assault, which is negative damage, 4d10, or I can frighten those people, or I can do a telekinetic storm where I have a bunch of force damage that can jump all over them.
You summon up a poltergeist. That just kind of floats in the area, does it? And
it's a 60-foot range, so I'm assuming that's
in range, yeah. So you just put it near who you putting it near?
Yeah, putting it near the three dudes. I will do a telekinetic storm, which is force damage on those 3 because I don't want to do negative damage just in case.
Okay.
and I've already rolled it. It's 21 points of damage.
All right.
On everything in that area.
48 force damage, basic reflex save. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. There's a reflex save as well. I forgot to say that. I was trying to get away with it.
Important. That's cheating.
Yeah,
so
I know.
let's go ahead and
I'll
give
cut
him
that.
some
I'll cut that.
reflex. Oh, that's good of you. Gonna cut that.
No, I'll cut the bad stuff. Don't worry. There's no bad stuff. It's all gold. Gold. Looking forward to this fireball.
Don't.
Like riding on that fireball, boy.
Well, I'm a bit worried now. I got concerned.
You best be believing whether this teddy bear be flammable or not.
Yep.
Or inflammable. Means the same thing.
It's inflammable. It's flammable.
Flammable.
I'm be flambe on you.
Fireball.
Inflammable.
Let's get a reflex save from Stuffy while we're at it.
Yep.
Okay.
Reflex Stuffy.
is in that space.
All right, 17.
So it's a 17 for Stuffy. It is an 18 for one of the creatures, and it is a critical fail for the other creature.
Yeah.
So it is going to be that is going to be a fail for Stuffy, a fail for one of them, and a crit fail for one of the other one. How much? What is the damage?
It was 21 points of damage.
So 21 points of damage to Stuffy, 21 points of damage to one of them, and 42 points of damage to the other one.
Woo! Not a bad roll, team.
So you burst in and just start and raise your, like, how does the spell look? Tell me about how the spell looks.
So Bubba kind of like stands with his legs wide apart like a Tory politician. He holds his hands up in the air and goes blah, 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 and loads of things just fly up in the air like a Jedi and just throw, just like hitting people around their heads and stuff like that. So anything that's in the room, brooms, dustpans and brushes, you know, any like stones or anything like that. Yeah, people's shoes, you feel a butt plug, everything. It's crazy.
Why did you leave the butt plug? It starts smashing and crashing into all of the creatures, sending them reeling and staggering sideways. Next up, let's go for one more round. Velda Kemblight, I think we want to know how this goes down.
Well,
Velda.
You're going to find out. There's a little bit before that, because I've got a new skill called Recognize Spell. I'm going to try and recognise what that spell was that Boney Me cast.
Okay.
It's basically an automatic succeed at my level, because an expert in Arcana. Unless, is it Arcana based?
Don't know.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to tell me.
Arcana.
Because it's an Arcana. If it's an arcane spell,
it's an arcane spell.
It's an arcane spell. Is it level 4 or lower?
I guess.
So basically, it's an automatic succeed if it's a level 2 or under if you're trained, and then if you're an expert, it's 4 under, and then if you're legendary, all that kind of stuff.
Okay,
but
I can tell you. Yeah. The one other thing I need to ask is it an action to use this ability?
No, I do not believe it is, because it's a feat, and it says general, secret, and skill. So it's just sort of like it is trigger. A creature within a line of sight.
It's a reaction. It's a reaction. That's what that's what that little symbol next to it means. It means you do it as a reaction to it. But you know what? You could see it. I'm going to give you it as a reaction. You are high enough level to know automatically the spell is Grease.
Grease, right?
That's what he's gone and cast there.
Now I'm going to roll this.
A lot of
so if I get
50s.
It's a 17 on my Arcana skill. That would be a crit success. So I get a +1 bonus against reflex saves and things like that.
Okay, I like that. So you're going to move into the room?
Well, do I have line of sight to launch my firebolts from here?
Not unless you're in. You have to be in the room to be in.
Yeah, that's
you've got to be in it to win it.
In it to win it. So So knowing he's cast Grease, slippery bugger. I'd like to move into the room.
Okay, you move into the room. Give me the reflex save.
Can I do it from the doorway, or would I have to move into?
You've got to be in it to win it, James. Give me the reflex
save. Oh, 14 and on my skills. No, it's not my skills.
What is enough on its own.
Where's my reflex save? 31.
31, like the wind. You skip over it, almost like you're stepping on air. You just skip over the...
Not today, Boney Me. Oh, look at me. I'm in the ballet. And then as he sort of leaps off the grease at the last one, he sort of moves his hand to his face, sort of like conjures up some fire, flames lick from between his fingers, and then launches off a fireball at the baddies.
Oof. You summon up fire in your air, leaping over the table, bringing both of them up, and then hurling it at Stuffy and his friends. They're all going to make it's another reflex save.
It is
Stuff,
a basic reflex save, yeah.
All right,
for Stuffy.
For Stuffy.
He's going to save
Stuff.
this now. He's going to save it.
19.
Oh, 19. That is a fail. Not a crit fail, but it's a fail.
It's a fail for Stuffy. It's a fail for one of them, for the one with the scythe. It's a second critical fail for the other one. He's rolled 2 ones in a row. Oh my god! Is it even worth rolling?
In
for that guy?
that
It is for
case,
stuff.
this is going to be quite bad. It is 6d6 fire damage.
Oof.
Yeah.
So, have I got any d6s I can?
I used the app.
Yeah, use the app.
I rolled it before my
First
go.
batch
So.
of rolls. It's not bad. That's 13. 13 and 12. That's 25 points of fire damage
25
to each of them,
points
except one dude who's going to be 50.
Nice.
The guy who crit failed last time, who takes 50, he had 2 hit points left.
Yes. So bones do bad.
I hate you for this, because as it turns, as you see it in the light of the fireballs, you turn around, you see it has a violin in its hand, and it goes to place the bow to the violin to start playing a merry tune, and then is just immolated with fire as the other one with the scythe is blasted as well. You stand there as the bear kind of pats out some of the flames that are on it, and behind you hear a clang as Shania is about to step into the room. The door slams shut.
Oh no.
Trapping Shania on the outside of the room, and the rest of you are left in this room facing down the bear and his friends, who are going to have a go next week.
I said 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready. Now go, cat, go, now don't you step on my dangerling of the week. Well, you can do anything, but don't step on Stephanie Muniz. Yeah, thank you very much for dangerling of the week. This was made possible by patrons, so head on down to patreon.com and you can be part of the dangerling of the week. Stephanie Muniz, thank you very much.
Sponsored by Top Drums.
That would be cool.
Wouldn't it?
That would be cool. That would be cool.
What would be the stats for Danger Club's one?
Ooh.
For the characters in
What,
the
like-
What would
I
be
think-
the categories? The
I think-
categories first.
Also-
Obviously, strength,
I think insanity would be one.
insanity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
insanity.
Strength, wits, likability.
I don't think we should have strength and wits. I don't think
Likeability.
Yeah, strength.
I think it'd
You need to have strength in there.
Why?
Because that's
that
quite
a
Because of
podcast?
our famous feats of strength, Drum.
no. Are we talking about the Danger Club? We're talking about us.
No, it'd be the characters from the show, right?
Yeah.
But I think like things like unpredictability. You could get points for or
Sarcasm.
or sarcasm, shadiness. What's the other thing?
Sexiness.
Yeah, maybe.
All these seem heavily geared towards a very specific.
No kids can play this game.
Punism. You know what I mean?
Puns,
that kind of
yeah.
the punniness.
You'd have the best
of the
puns.
characters.
Maybe not the best puns,
And
but the
the-
most puns.
The most
I
puns.
don't know, something
can't
like
put
that.
on puns.
Yeah.
And also
You are very good
wacky
with
voice level or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think these are the kinds of things that you'd want to see on a Danger Club's Top Trump.
But they
You
Danger
don't
Club
need,
Top
like,
Trumps as in the actors
skill
or the
fighting.
Yeah.
What?
Are they the
Is it the
actors or
actors
the
or the-
characters?
Well, no, they're the characters, but then obviously because the characters are played by certain actors, then you obviously there would be a reflection there, and you'd go like, oh yeah.
Seems like you've invented a game almost as complex as the game we're playing right now.
It's not. It's just. It's just. I think the categories, should reflect what the show's like. Not
Anyway,
Well, we could.
I've
Yeah,
got a
we could
stat
put
for
like.
you. How about
digress.
how does reflex save do for a stat for you?
No, that's boring.
right.
No, that's
The,
got no place in this game.